Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. Hi, folks. It's your host, Nicholas Tockert. And yes, the Fezening has occurred. I was gifted this by Joe Bachman, and I will wear it at least for this episode and for special occasions. Because, I don't know if I feel I've earned the Fez yet, but we're going to see how it goes. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you as a side benefit by my patrons on the Historical Fencing Guild at www.patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild. Everything I do is made possible by my books, including The Simple Sword and the Fighting Axe, both available through Amazon at www.amazon.com/Nicholas Tockert. That's me. Now, we are 30 comments deep in, and I'm going to get right down the line. So let's start popping. First in the door at 9:11 a.m. is Donna Carleen. Hey, Donna, how you doing? And Carl Witzman, I made it. Wow, Monday morning, and everyone's sleeping in. Is it all on Facebook? Well, we'll see. Oh, hey, Nick wrenched me. Now I can battle the spammer bots. Yes, you'll notice I was a little stammery on my startup because I was also running through YouTube trying to get as many fences out as possible. Nick, you need to fix the link on your hub page for Nicholas Tockert channel. Kept taking me to the Historical Fencing Guild. Yes, I do need to update that. I've had some troubles logging in. I will be bugging my webmaster to help me figure out why it doesn't like me right now, because I actually massively updated it. And Grant Lankard is greeting everybody. And Richie's greeting everybody. Morning, Richie. And let's see, we got more greetings. And Grant, hi, Richard. Don't believe you've met him before. This is what I want to see. Part of the reason I am now broadcasting, this is my first time on 3 venues through the Rising Tide group on YouTube. I'm sorry, the Rising Tide group on Facebook, the Nicholas Tockert channel on YouTube, and my Twitter. I'm hoping to start pulling in the different worlds of creatives that I have the pleasure of knowing. And I'm going to take this hat off because it's trying to fall off. And get them in here, meeting each other and cross-referencing so that everybody can get better. Dang you, Carl, and the rabbit hole you caused me to fall down, Carl. But hey, I found all sorts of fun goodness. Carl, I don't know what you inflicted on Richie, but I'm here for it. That's my evil superpower. If you've heard Nick complain about Richie, that'd be me. That's right. Richie is one of those wonderful, talented authors I know who's a little afraid to actually finish a work and then put it out there. and he keeps trying to be better, and the only way to get better is to finish it and do it. So let's get you going. Hi, Joe! Oh, and people are greeting Richie. That's awesome. Did someone say cryptid? I don't know what you're talking about. There are no cryptids here. Just us plain, simple, normal, human-like entities. I mean, yeah. Maury says there is no lie, so there is no lie. Hey, Joe B. Hey, Joe. Lots of greetings. My last day as a day walker for midnight start on Tuesday night. Here's to those of us who walk away from the evil orb in the sky. I hope you're doing a wonderful time. All right, folks, I got 7 watchers and 2 likes on Facebook. Please be sure to like this and when subscribe on YouTube for the best quality stream, fastest response, and clearest camera. But we want to keep this going because, yes, that is. Carl Witzman did a wonderful, it was supposed to be temporary, but I really like it, a goofy intro for me. And until I find something that's a little more on brand with, I intend to use it. And really, like I said, I dig it. Let's see. Joe, brother, how goes it? Well, I hope it's going well. And there it is. There's that comment dump I was waiting for. I'm not gonna hide the current comment because I need that to find my way all the way back up. There we go. Thank you for the shares, Ryan Permisson. Now, Ryan Permisson of, and I quote, he's looking for people to sign up on his, to be guests for 2023, I believe. He's got all sorts of wonderful interviews. Please follow that man. Carl might have done the intro because another drunken hobo we've hired for the intro failed to show up. We will neither confirm nor deny anything involving hobos, but few people know that hobo spiders and hobos are part of an evolutionary process. They're at least of the same ecosystem. Please don't forget to like wherever it is. I'm trying something new by posting through Twitter in hopes that folks will see what's going on, because I know so many great creatives on Twitter, and I know so many great creatives on Facebook, and there's in this Venn diagram, there isn't enough overlap. All right. Yes, Brian Hurst. Good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? Follow me here and all my posts at Linktree /Ryan, and I quote, wonderfully done, Ryan. Beautiful. Oh, you're ornery as ever? That's what we want to see, Donna. And here we go. If you want to be a guest on like I said, he was looking for guests on, and I quote, we are live on Saturdays at 12 p.m. ET. And he's got a link. Uh-oh. Bad news. We're pretty sure Angie has 2. The unspeakable. I have to write out how Brian says it on a post-it note. But I'm starting to take my broadcast serious. I just got a 4-pack of new post-it notes. Life is good. Good morning, Facebook user. Great to see you, whoever you may be. Please go through the link to StreamYard and allow it to tell us who you are. Oh, and I can plug Michaela's Tidbits and Scribbles. Yes, I'm handing out wrenches to make it easier for folks to put up their links and to plug others' links. If I didn't get you a wrench in your regular, give it time. I'm still having to backtrack through and cycle. The easiest way is to make sure you comment frequently so it's easy for me to find you to help you promote both your stuff and your friend's stuff, because that's what we're about here. This isn't like the usual somebody has a campaign and we're going to shill it show. This is where, for those of you who don't know, where authors and artists and creatives of all stripe can come together and find not only support, but advice, plug their stuff civilly, and we can all build each other up. That is the spirit of Rising Tide. A rising tide lifts all boats. And I am so honored to be involved with that. That's why my man Brian, Master of the Fez, is up here in the corner. I'm not running one of my logos. I'm not running Doom Bunny or my white boot. I'm flying Brian, right? Because I respect what that man stands for and what he's been up to. And Ryan Permission is talking about his interview with Mary Fan of Crazy 8 Press. Awesome. Oh no, Grant, poor family. Yes, you're of course in our prayers, and yes, I say that unironically. We do hope that everything goes well for you. And in case you missed it, the 30th anniversary of League of Their Own. Greetings to all. I was told there would be a furthermore to the Nevermind. Indeed. I would say Nevermind the Furthermore, but for you, Frog G of Operation Wrench, a wonderful comic coming out in September that I cannot wait to fully plug. And you should be wrenched. Have fun with the plugs, Frog. And don't forget yourself. Follow this guy. He and Cindy Koepp basically are some of the most awesome people online for showing you more awesome people. It's a way of doing the most good. And we've got another that. Let's see. Ryan Permission just has a lot of really great stuff. Hey, Frog G. And first thing Frog does is plug me at Tockert.pub. Yep, that is my hub site. It doesn't actually have a link to this YouTube channel because of some technical issues, but it's getting updated hopefully this week, knock on plastic. I may have totally misplaced the notebook that has all my login information, but we'll fix it. And Ryan Permission is talking about his episode with Philip Rosser. And Frog G is saying hi to Carl. Michaela's channels and tidbits and scribbles. Funny enough, I knew of Dan from thinking about submitting to Affiliate about 15 years ago. Now, here's the thing. I know Dan Hallfield. I consider Dan Hallfield a dear friend and a great loss that I am on day shift and he is usually on nights. But send your stuff to him. Affiliate is still going. It's a wonderful web magazine of great sci-fi, science fantasy, just pulpy goodness. And you guys know I'm all about that. What? Who's that coming through the door? Wait, it's Glenn! Glenn! My friend from across the seas. Yes, that's Glenn Fleming, creator of this, not only the amazing book on Jack Kirby in Words and Pictures, which if you don't own, you should. It's on my list of when I get monies. He's also doing Hatch, which is just an amazing comic where you have a very, frankly, a cute character design of this astronaut character and dramatic vistas of, I believe, water painted, amazing backgrounds. It's transformative, and he's doing animations, and I can't show you, but he sends them to me. It's one of the perks of being me. So please keep in touch with Glenn Fleming. Cryptid Second Chance. The Cryptnals. Okay. Oh, the Cryptnals. Yes. Get that link. And we've got some more greetings. Hey, Glenn. Hey, Frog from Lancashire. Nita! I don't know if Nita's here, but Nita, if you're here, you know I love you, darling. And I need to talk to you about an early start on a Wednesday for you. And more greetings. Yes. Hi, everyone. Yes. Oh, wait. Jack Kirby, A Personal Journey. That's Glenn's book. Thank you, Frog. And Donna's greeting everybody. Now, stop. Gotta stop. Launching September 17th. Sign up now for Frog G, Voodoo, Gods, and Magic. If you want an exciting comic book made by an incredible person, Go on Indiegogo. There's this gobbledygook down here. Go there. It's awesome, and I'm about supporting awesome people. Do you see Nita somewhere? She may be lurking. I don't know. But I always assume, and there's another comment dump. Woohoo! Apparently, I'm getting something that it doesn't want to let somewhere post comments. That is okay. We will figure it out. Let's get back to where we were. Fanatic. Oh, he has. Ryan Permission also has the latest episode of Fanatic Forum. Hit that up. You just follow his page. He's got great stuff. And okay, we've got past the green. Thanks, and Glenn's thanking Frog for the plug. Joe's finally getting to greet Richie. I'm doing well. How about you? We're glad to see you, Joe. And Joe, thank you so much for the fez. Like I said, the only reason I am not fully wearing it is I'm a little worried it's going to fall off my head. And I don't know. Do you guys think I've earned the right to wear the fez? I'm serious. Put that in the comments. I don't think Brian's here. He's probably sleeping after his misadventures, which I was hoping he'd come on to talk about. There was a big show this weekend. Was anybody there? Can you tell me about it? But while we're going there, Frog G said, at Carl Witzman, no, I was being cheeky. I want to get Nita on the show, though. I want to interview her. She's somebody I want a piece of. And I might do some special things with the Wednesday format because I have a little more wiggle room. We will see. Frog G's, of course, say tickle the algorithm, smash the like, dingle the bells, and subscribe. That's right, folks. Be sure to like on YouTube or wherever you are, because I want to help people get to know each other and build up, and I want to be a supportive force for the creative community, much like my predecessor. So the only way I can do that is to get known. This isn't about plugging me and my stuff, but I mean, feel free to send me money. That was mostly a jest. But we've got some. We got another mini comment dump. Mini comment dump. Where are we? There we go. I can't complain about I'm on the right side of the green and everything else is greedy. Though from time to time, greed is good. Greed, no. But a real equivalent exchange. Let's go Full Metal Alchemist. The world is built on enlightened self-interest and equivalent exchange. As long as you are maintaining a fair balance of what you give to what you get, you will always be okay. It's when people try to take too much or some people give too much that we lose track and we lose our ability to maintain. And right now there are a whole lot of people out here frantically we're being trained to consume in a frenzy, gobble, gobble, gobble. And we need to create critical thinking. We need to process, everything that goes into us, our food, our media, our music, it all affects us. We are built of what we consume. So consume the best and what you create, because we are gifted among all creatures on this earth in that we can create wonders simply from our imaginations. It is transcendent. Use that gift. Let's see. Ryan's talking about Kickstarter for featuring Sword and Sorcery. And that's the Gideon Kane Demon Hunter revised and expanded. So be sure to hit that up too. And check out Sean Forney's Kickstarter for Scarlet Huntress. Cool. I need to look up Scarlet Huntress. Good morning. Why was the M&M excited to be at school today? He wanted to be a smarty. Oh, that's just sweet. It's downright saccharine. Oh, sugar, I couldn't ask for something more. Get yourself a Hershey's Kiss. Anyway, and Ryan is done with his plugs. I am grateful for this community and all your support. Have a safe and productive day, everyone. Okay, cool. Great. Now I can recall people in the chat. Well, as long as you are civil, you do what you got to do. But with great power comes great responsibility. Welcome, Johnny. Lift all tugboats. Toot, toot. Hey, I love tugboats. Little dudes who pull big boats where they need to go. Give them that little nudge to make life better. That's a life goal for me. Oh, this is starting to fit a little better. I wouldn't have thought a fez would be my thing because normally it's not. But yeah, Grant Lankovitz can take a nap. Have a good day. Have a good day. I wish the absolute best for you and your family. Rest, heal, and get out where you can do more fun stuff soon. Froggy's greeting Johnny. There's a bunch of people greeting Ace. There's just all sorts of greetings going on. Donna's gone quiet over there. That's because she's plotting, Carl. She's in the house. Run, Carl. Yes. Okay. Now we've got lots of greetings and hello, beautiful people. Hello, Koepp. I got to hear about a new to me cryptid that you might find interesting. It's called a knot deer, and apparently they're well known in the Appalachians. They're deer, or they look like deer, but there's something inherently wrong with them. It's very hard to define. Now, some of that has been theoretically debunked, some of the stories as having to do with something called chronic wasting disease, which does horrific things to deer and their brains, and could possibly be the origin of wendigos. It's really neat. I think it's weird, and I know that's up your alley, so look into that if you haven't already. I like to give folks stuff. Michaela's books. Thank you, Frog G. I'll send you login details. I still have access to it. Yeah, I actually fully updated it, and then the save just didn't take for some reason. So no worries. Thank you though, Joe. Joe gave me this hat. Joe's been just divine to me. And there's some other really cool stuff that might be coming due to something Joe and I are working out, including another public appearance in August, where we will be at, I want to say it's the new Chicago Shakespeare in the Park, where I will be actually, assuming I'm physically up to it. If I'm not physically up to fighting, I'll be hosting a group of my fighters, my beloved historical fencing guild, will actually be out doing some sparring to entertain during intermissions and scene changes. So I'm really excited to get us back out doing demos and building interest in things I love, which is martial arts, Western martial arts especially. Now, speaking of that, most of you know I am writing a book on spear fighting, a simple guide to spear fighting. It's called The Simple Spear, shock, gasp, horror. I was doing research for this, and I stumbled on something. I knew spears were old, and everybody thinks about spears are old. What I found out didn't really fully click. I mean, it's something you sort of know, but you don't really put the pieces together till you look into it. The spear, as a weapon, predates humanity as a species. That means, if you want to talk ancient martial arts, I am studying and training a weapon that is at least 500,000 years old. How cool is that? That is literally like some just beyond prehistoric stuff, and I am here for it. It was one of those that either was going to turn into cosmic terror if my mind wasn't flexible enough, or just flip and go, hey, but that's cool. So it really kind of reignited my passion for the project, and I got a few hundred more words done. We do try to keep our accountability here, so I want folks to definitely tell me what you're doing, okay? What's your current project that you're working on? How are you doing? Do you have any bumps? And while we wait for that, I want to run a brief commercial. Now, I'm not currently paid for these commercials. This is me doing a kindness for the community. So we'll start here. Be back in
Author Cindy Koepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
And we're back. I'll probably throw another commercial because I have one. Oh, no. You know what? You guys are going to hear this. I am a father, and I take care of my son. So I have to answer his question, and I'm going to. I'm still alive, buddy. No, it's okay. What it meant was I ran a commercial. You doing okay? Now, normally, I would mute something like that, but I don't feel I should have to hide doing what I do, because my real occupation is taking care of my son. That's my job. I spent many, many years working with people with special needs and those with behavioral, and now I do. That's why I don't work outside the house. So any income I can make to help my family is done through my books, through what people give me to continue streaming, and basically, yeah. That, and then when I do shows or programs for different people, libraries and things, that's how I help keep stuff alive. But yes, I'm also I'm a father, and that's the most important job I have. That's why I'm here doing silly stuff. But let's get back to what you have in the commentary, because I just got another comment down. And it scrambled everything. So let's just go to the new comments and try to figure out where I was. Bam. Okay, cool. Want more Michaela Jade? Of course you do. Hop on over to authormichaelajade.com. Yeah, Michaela's great, people. That's cool, Richard. Come by Tidbits tonight. Should be good. Who doesn't want more Michaela Jade? For more comments like that, look up the Green Room. It's a little thing that happens on Facebook on Friday nights. But watch my show first. Affilium is still one of the longest running webzines asking amateur submissions. A freaking awesome cornucopia of stories. Richie, Dan Hollifield. Go to look up Stupid O'Clock. It's one of the my favorite YouTube channels. He's a guest. He's one of the hosts of Stupid O'Clock. He is the host of Last Man Standing for you real night owls. And I've been on there a couple times back when I was, much more late oriented. We'll see. I may surprise folks and show up once in a while there. I don't quite have the night jams that I used to, but get in touch with him. He's the nicest guy in the world. 48 hours left. Might want to check out Daphne Lage's. Daph, I love you. I just have a speech impediment here. Project Tall Tales, Thieves Quest, Volume 1-4, Kickstarter. Now, I've been following Daphne Lage's work since I was in high school. And she is if you like anthro art, she is an amazing anthro artist with a furry artist. I'm old enough that before they called it, furry as much. I'm still looking at issue 4 of the American Journal of Anthropomorphics. I'm dated, but really neat artist. She does do some adult work, as many do, but don't let that dissuade you from the quality of her art or the quality of the stories involved. Okay. Someone asked me what my book was about. Here it goes. Cursed by voodoo priestess, Jeremiah must undertake a quest by death itself to kill a god to restore his humanity and save the woman he loves. Now, see, that's epic. Support Frog G. Well, and let's see. And go check out Nita's channel, Raging 2, the Raging 2 Broadcast Network. You'll see me there on Thursday morning. I won't be here. I'll be over there on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. with Luke Stone doing Nerd Bacon. I don't think anyone should wear anyone but Brian should wear the fez. Sadly, today it seems that if you wear Spidey's suit, then you are Spidey. Nope. Now, the reason I'm willing to wear the fez, at least for the minimum of today, is one, it was gifted to me, and it would be rude not to. And two, I did talk to Brian, and I sent him the picture and asked him what he thought. And he thought I looked sexy. So, remember, I think the fez may be a mantle issue. I'll never be Brian, but it's a nice way to occasionally remember and reference where I come from. Plus, the other major host of a fallback host of Nevermind the Furthermore, being my dear friend Carl Witzman, also has rocked the fez. So I think there may be an order of the Furthermore here forming. A group of elderly lunatics who try to promote people. But I appreciate your input, Glenn. Oh, this isn't about you and your stuff, but who's going to stop me? Tockert.com. Thank you, Johnny. And please plug some of your stuff. I'm serious. Johnny is an incredible artist and possibly my favorite vampire. My favorite male vampire I know, personally. We'll put it that way. Weather is poopy here, trying to tune in. Calling all cars. Michaela Jade, where are you? Yep. I know that Nick is like me. He loves hats. All hats. All love of the hats. Wear all the hats. I do love my hats. I absolutely adore wearing hats. I usually wear hats with brims, and I'm kind of funny about liking a large brim because I'm very pale and the evil orbed sky hates my guts. But we shall see. So I've got 1 for and 1 against. Brian K. Morris, Rising Tide. YouTube, right? www.youtube.com/c/Brian Morris Rising Tide Publications. That's right. And you know what? Please remember to support BKM at Risingtide.pub. He's not in the chat right now, but he's always in our hearts. I think he's enjoying sleeping in the morning after doing his shows. Oh, good. I had a minor comment dump, so bear with me. Whew. I only have comments. Okay, there we go. And there she is. Speak of her and she appears. Oh, Glenn is working on some hatchimation right now. And Frog is hailing Michaela Jade on all frequencies. All things Rising Tide, hop on over to studiohubris.wixsite/risingtide.pub. Okay, cool. I'm going to do like Cindy Koepp engaged lurker mode for a bit. Got a ton of stuff to do and try to complete before playing Frogger. You stay safe out there, Joe Bachman. Joe Bachman is one of the best people in the world. I love him and his wife inappropriately and unabashedly. Saw the links you posted for me, Frog. Heart you. Now, I know she means links, but for some reason I heard lunk, and that was a term when I was young that sort of equates to himbo now, as in like the big dumb pretty men, which is really, really kind of not far from Michaela's interest group. Boom. I need to finish off my eulogy for myself. I don't need it, but if I wait to do it, I can't record it. I plan on rickrolling people at least 2 times during it. You do what you got to do, but get your books out, Richie. Tidbits tonight, and Frog G's got Gideon Kane Demon Hunter, and the link to the Kickstarter there. Yes, Tidbits tonight. Carl, good, because I've been pushing it all morning. Oh my, Carl. But yep. What time for Tidbits? And Tidbits is at 8 p.m. Central. Yes, check out Michaela's Tidbits at Michaela Jade YouTube and youtube.com/Michaela Jade. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Cindy Koepp. We've plugged you. Your commercial's been up. You're doing beautiful. Cindy Koepp is a wonderful author, artist, and one of my favorite people online. Great to see you. You should have a wrench through either Facebook or YouTube, so you should be able to put your links without hassle. And if not, let me know and I'll fix it. I'll fix it live. I play all my cards on the table. People love it. I'll make a post and set out links. Wonderful. Check out Cindy's site for all these great books. Yes. Huberswick site /CKOEPP.com. Oh, I'm sorry. I added the .com because I've been trained to say CKOEPP.com. Oh, Mikhail's working on 3 different books at the moment, and an Elite Warrior, a modern Western, and a new Linnea Fletcher book. Michaela, you multitasking minx. Home from Davenport Comics Toy, July 10th, free event, 9th and 10th, North Park Mall. Did well, passed out a bunch of flyers, sold some dragons, sold some books, sold some comics, both mine and vintage Disney. Go, Cindy! Go, Cindy! Make that bank. Put yourself out there. Michaela, no shame in taking care of your family. Thank you. Lil Man is awesome. Lil Man's my hero. He doesn't know it sometimes, but I'm proud of that fella. Big stompy robots with simple swords and fighting axes. That's my link at Amazon.com. Y'all are / Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Oh, you're kind to me. Watch Stupid O'Clock Last Man Standing on this last Saturday. Richie, they'll send you a link more likely than not. They're great people. That was one of my favorite panel shows to do. I just started requiring the sleep. I had to trade my caffeine for the sleep addiction. It's problematic, but I'm trying to keep going. Yep, and Dan is also on Tidbits. Dan's everywhere. Historical Fencing Guild, 7 p.m. Central, Friday nights. That's right. If you want to watch a live stream where it's me talking about swords, and I might be even more passionate than I am right here, hop on, especially if that's your jam. Neurosis, the link for Amy Hale's Neuroses. Wait a second. Amy Hale? I got a commercial for Amy Hale. Let's Sorry. You know, guys, for the people who make these commercials, and some of you, I will be sending you guys a file link thing, or you can get it, I believe, from Carl. If you have commercials and you run them with me, talk to Carl, get that link, or I will try to get back to you, and throw them in the folder, and I'll put them in rotation. I want to build you guys up. And if you want to, if you're at a point where you can throw some financial appreciation my way, it is much appreciated. But right now, the economy is really rough. So I'm just trying to put folks' stuff out there. And I think that's in the spirit of what this show's about. So hit me up. Oh, wait. Nazis get a boot to the snoot. Smashwords books. Search for query Brian K. Morris. Yes. Skyman. Skyman and the Master of Steam. Okay. I recall a beautiful people mentioned that she had finished books just sitting. Several people jumped her and held her to the ground until she agreed to publish. 6 months later, a book. Richie's a big guy, guys, so to hold him to the ground and force it, it's going to take a lot of us. But we can do it! Richie, we're coming for you. Read a book? Leave a review. Amazon.com/Brian K. Morris. Yes. When you put it like that, Instagram.com, I apologize for my gringo mispronunciations, and I say that because Johnny understands the glory that I am. Instagram.com/JP7 and Twitter.com JP7Art. Johnny Cage is a hero, okay? He also tolerates my speech impediment. But a lot of people, it's not that I can't pronounce a foreign language, it's that I can't pronounce any language. I just get by with a series of clicks and whistles that it's part of being the mighty Manatee Man. Sci-fi, game lit, terrific tales, bear publications, comic related madness several times a week. Yes, go to that link too. Two of my voices in the head are, one is for, one is against, and the rest abstain on the Fez issue. Okay. I like the hat thing. If you want to wear the hat thing. Okay. Animal Eye artist Raul Cruz has his own series, Kali. Or Cali. I went Kali because that's at artstation.com/Raul Cruz. Currently editing. Cindy's my second teacher resource book. Amazon.com/Victoria Adams. Ooh. I'm at some point I have to sit and talk to you about getting homeschooling resources. Homeschooling children who are special needs is incredibly challenging because the curriculums don't line up traditionally. So, I will always look for good resources, and I reach out to the community because, I believe the good Lord gave you two hands. And when you see your brother and sister in need, you reach your hand down to them because that's what it's for. And when you're in need, you reach your hand up to the Lord because that's what he's there for. That's from one of the greatest sermons ever by Neil Diamond. I had to not sing it to not get sued. We got greetings. Hojo! Hey, what a wonderful day if you let it be that way. That's the trick, folks. I'm going to bounce in my chair. Why do I kill office chairs? I don't know. Look. Listen, as my family says. Listen is 2 words when you're trying to get listen, LISSSEN. Listen. You choose your reality. Okay? There are huge things going on in the world, and a lot of them are scary, and it causes fear. But I want to talk about fear, and I'm going to stop right where I am, and I'm going to get up on the soapbox. Fear is a fight or flight response. Okay? Fight or flight. If it is beyond your power to fight it, and you can't escape it, don't worry about it. But there's a secret, and it's a deadly thing. The secret third response to fear is freeze. Freezing is the most deadly. It's the worst of all 3 options most of the time. That's where your brain just locks up. We have come through a time of great stress and darkness, and there may be more on the way. I follow the news. I'm sociologically trained. I get what's going on. I'm getting a little... Here, let me just air that out a second. But what you can't change you have to accept. And what you cannot accept, you have to change. But friends, colleagues, Romans, authors, artists, and creators of all stripe, we are at war with despair. Don't be fooled in thinking that the enemy is somebody who has a different flag or something else. The first and most vital enemy to defeat is despair. It is the fear in our hearts that freezes us and keeps us from creating, from living our best life, from doing what we want to do in a measure that we can do it. So that's why I'm here every chance I get, in the mornings now, of all things, promoting your creation, because you are at war, not with cultures or nations, but with despair and with mundanity. The world does not need to be boring, because, friends, it's not. And what you do out there, everything you write, everything you create, makes the world more interesting. Even if it's only to one person, even if it's only to you. But give the world a shot. You know, I'm a big fan of, you don't hide your light under a bushel basket. Let it shine. Some people will hate you for it. Some people will despise you. They will envy you for either being happy or having light or whatever. And folks, I pity them. But they're not worth hating back. Anger doesn't do any good. Just let them go. They're insects buzzing in your way, distracting you from trying to do what you need to do. So keep going. Make today a wonderful day. And back to the comments. Sup, Hojo? Yeah, I kind of went on a rant. That's okay. Trolls Are Heroes 2, Book 5 is just released. Go get it. And the first 4 at the link. S.L. Rowland, I believe, is the key phrase to look for on Amazon. At Jeremiah Anura, and I apologize if I mispronounce things. Remember to tickle the algorithm, smash like, dingle the bell, and subscribe. That is much appreciated. Oh, that's Frog G. That's Frog G's other name. Awesome. One of these days, we're going to do a Frog G and Cindy Koepp Appreciation Day. It's down the range. I have ideas. I am standing in front of a White House with a boarded front door. I roll for initiative. Nice to know somebody's. Yes, Carl caught on. I will be putting random things in the ticker along with my plugs, because you're not going to want to see the same plugs for the same thing every day. And even when I talk to some of the people who post, and I'm like, spice it up a bit, because, you know, it loses impact. I'm doing that. I would open the mailbox first, and then I would go, I want to say, east. And bonus points for anyone who knows what we're referring to. Because, you know, if Rick Bradley's not in the chat, I hope he is, because that would be a great video to do. Remember, Frog G's, remember to tickle the algorithm, smash the like, dingle the bells, and subscribe. That's right. It's all over the place. Oh, there it is. There was a comment dump, and it was just hovering, not letting me do anything. That's why sometimes I have to leave a comment up for a second. Oh, Joe. Hey, Johnny K. Greetings. Got stuck in a mandatory 48 hours this week. End of month vacation will be well deserved. Well, Hojo, rest up. Enjoy yourself and then create awesomeness. Oh, yes. Need a website design? How about a custom toy? Damian Waldron has it. Studio Hubris website, Studio Hubris-5. Awesome. Yeah, Damian Waldron. Oh. Well, love me for my heart, not my enunciation. Has amazing toys, and for a lot of people, if you're checking off the list of what it is to be a creator, I don't know if you guys have this. There's a little bucket list. One of them is get published, you know, appear on a show, do something like that. You know, we all have these. For a lot of people, especially comic guys, having an action figure made of your IP, it really does something for you. And if that's part of your dream, he is somebody to follow. Oh, Frog G landed on a 12. The boarded door does not open. Geeky fun all over the Midwest. QuadCityCon.com. I've heard there's some amazing conventions going on, and I'm hoping to start making some of them. My schedule's getting really interesting right now. Fort Dodge Comic and Toy Con, QuadCon Fort Frenzy is my next event. One of these days, I have to get to one of your events. Wait, I die of starvation. Wait, what game is it? Am I on the Oregon Trail again? Wild Frog. Hold on. Lessons from Oregon Trail. Always be nice to Terry. Because if you don't, if you insult him, you'll die of dysentery. And anybody who knows that, that's a horrific way to go. Okay, and Richie fights dirty for pinning him down. That's why I use psychic damage to try to convince our dear friend Richie to to do what he can with what he has. That lesson was taught to me by Burt Gummer. Okay, there we go. Cedar Falls Comic Con and Toy Show, free event July 31st, day after Fort Frenzy. I will be there too. Awesome! Never good to die on Oregon Trail from dysentery. That's right. Especially if it's Terry Crews. He could break your jaw with a pec flex. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, you can't see. That's okay. Nobody wants to see what I can do. Anyhow, no, Terry Crews is an awesome dude. Everything. Froggy's hailing Hojo. Fairy tales have weird quirks. Bam. No, don't do that. What's happened, Frog G? Fear does not exist in this dojo. No, fear absolutely exists. You need an opponent. Understand it before you can beat it. It is the mind killer. Boy, do I like IPs with sandworms. Anyway, yes, I can help with homeschool, and you can help you adapt existing ones if you let me know what you need or the existing ones are coming up short. Honestly, we will talk off because it's a little bit of personal stuff, but yes, basically I have to build from the ground up at this point. We had some problems. So, hail Bladed Thesis. Morning, Froggy. Denver Martinez does Frog Eyes colors. Oh, does Animalized colors. I know I'm making more errors today. My anti-dyslexia app extension kind of crashed, and it was causing problems, so I turned it off. We'll get there, folks. Lift others up, help build better, fight the folks who are keep knocking folks down. That's what we're about. 7 times down, 8 times up. Now we're getting into it, folks. If there's anybody who practices any martial arts who doesn't at least kind of quote the man Bruce Lee, then I don't know if I trust him. Hypersanity Books has reviews for the Down Under. Morning, Thesis. When did he arrive? Thesis has been here. Need a voice actor? Contact Skunk Rocker. That reminds me, I, ironically with all these problems, have to plot out when I'm going to do a whole bunch of voice acting. I have the phone. I'm going to make a sound booth around my little box. But people who do that, I'm looking for a good, of course, free audio recording app program. God, I can't believe I said app for a PC box. I know they call them that, but it just hurts my soul. Anyway, for Windows, so that I can do the recordings for them. Tales from the Decoverse, and just got here. We're only 10 minutes behind. What? No. No, I don't want to put you in timeout. Thesis just got here. Rich, good morning, all about 10 minutes ago. Spice it up, you say. I see your ticker. You literally spiced the ticker. Ah, I love when a double layer joke hits. Yes, I didn't just spice the ticker. I spiced it with 11 secret spices and their measurements. I won't say for what. That's up to you. Haven't seen anything from Dastardly Dingoes lately. Well, check out the prior stuff. Dude Buddy says it's not his fault. One of these days, I'll tell you the story of why it's Dude Buddy's fault. Nerd culture, yes. Small publisher desks have Amazons. Oh God, follow these. I'm not gonna translate. Warriors, hey warriors, come out and play. I teach lawyers all day. I'm immune to psychic damage. I've met your wife, and I've seen what kind of psychic damage she can do to you with a luck. Love you, Misty. Hybrids. LukeStoneStudios.com. Yes, LukeStoneStudios.com, where you can find Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, the RPG Quick Play, written by yours truly. Please pick it up before the full version arrives sometime in Christmas, we hope. Wow, there it is. We've got a comment dump. Look out for the zombies. Eric Hawkins. Yeah, he knows something about zombies. Storming the Gates, Stormgate Press. Angels with memoirs about nebulizers. Yes. Do you see how I dress? Audacity is what I'm about. Oh, you mean the program? I didn't know that was free. Audacity is free. I've heard of Audacity. Audacity is what we use at the firm when we record audio. Actually, this is going to get the bright pink one. What are you doing, Nick? Well, you're stopping the show to write a note. Yes, I am. Post-it notes are a passion of mine. It's something Meredith Longren and I agreed on. I just need a pen. Audacity. The audio program, not the life/fashion goal. This is what notes I leave myself look like, in case you ever wonder. And it goes right next to my YouTube thumbnail size note on the wall of knowledge. Awesome. I quote Sifu Lee daily. Dude knew what he's talking about. And we have a comment dump. So there we go. We're getting there. Richard and I had the same idea. Google Audacity. Good morning, Nevermore. It's a bit late today. Not a problem, Rick Bradley. Check the ticker. I think you'll find something that you will enjoy in there. I know a guy who wrote a book about Audacity. He could fix you up probably for free. I will take any. I want to get better at this. I want to be able to make my own commercials and plugs and stuff. Always about expanding my skills so I can help others. So, how. Hit me up, Carl. Dastardly Dingoes is on summer hiatus. That's what's going on. Okay. I'm a bit late today. Not you, LOL. Well, you're here, and I'm glad. And Nita's not in the chat. So I'm going to keep going. And then I will say, if you want to hop over to Raging 2, I won't blame you. But don't tell Nita. Snow even in July. I used Used it both at home and work for about 15 years. It's super easy curve as well. Love Audacity. That's not psychic damage. That's happy wife, happy life. Hey, I'm going on 20 years real soon, officially married. Going on 22 together. I know what you speak of. Happy, but you know what? You know what I'm going to say to happy wife, happy life? I'm going to say happy spouse, happy house. So there. Broncos in Kentucky, Red Million. Awesome people, awesome sauce. And it looks like, Lulu.com/shop Carl Witzman, The Audacity. Paperback product. Yes, folks, why do I ask and respect the opinions of the people on here? Here's the thing. If they criticize I respect it because I go to them for their opinions. That's what happens when you have a circle of people more talented than you are in things. I'm a generalist. I'm good at a lot of little things. But I know some real impressive folks. And that's what I'm trying to build. This network of people who know stuff, who can help each other. Don't forget about Luke Stone's next project, other than the next hybrids, Riff Riders, issue 1 on Indiegogo. That's him and Piper's project. And it is Doctor Who meets Lost Boys? And I have another comment dump, so I'm going to keep on writing that one down. Poetry here. Teresa Dunn's poetry on Amazon. Spooky Rick Bradley's Amazon page. The ebook version of the Audacity book. On Lulu.com/shop Carl Witzman, The Audacity. Wonderful. Heroic artwork from Clayton Merwin. Okay, come on. Got to keep it up. Keep the energy up, folks. Tapest.com, Life on Quora. I didn't realize Life on Quora was on Tapest too. A Tapest.io series. Life on Quora is amazing, and I am honored that I get to be a part of it. Let's see. RD Gaming will be making its appearance on Twitch tonight with Facebook and YouTube. Look up username Midnight4. God, write that down. Midnight. I'm still learning my way about as a Twitch viewer. It's a little different than my customary YouTube stuff. Twitch. I might try and see it there because I think the interaction is easier. We'll see. Indie Author Book Show. Another comment dump. Yes. Go to Patreon and sign up for the Historical Fencing Guild page and have fun. Yeah, they get to see stuff early. They get secret links to videos, and basically anything my patrons ask for, I usually do. I know the back scratcher video is due. That post-it note died, but PDF is already previous version, but the comments still apply. Thank you so much, Carl. Ooh, Sartin Art 77 for vintage cartooniness. And tonight on R&D Gaming, Sega does what Nintendo don't. They'll be playing Sega Genesis games. The Sega Genesis Mech Warrior 2-player game where one person pilots the mech and the other turns and aims it is a blast. It's ruthless. It has the most soul-destroying, like, bam, you done goofed when you die message I've seen in a long time. Sink your claws into the Nightmare Collective. Eat some apple pie with Marvin's Night Out and bask in the glory of award-winning Pulp Reality #1. Well, folks, we have caught up with the comments. We are about an hour and 4, which means I can duck out and you still will be able to hop onto Raging 2 to catch their broadcast in the morning. Tell Nita I sent you. And thank you very much, everybody who commented. Please like, share, and subscribe to this. Next one. So Wednesday, I'm thinking I will open it with an Ask Me Anything format. So Because I know I'm new to a lot of the people, and I'm kind of scattered. I'll mention something I do, and I don't get back to it. And there are people who ask me questions. I have some memory loss issues. I'll even address that if you want. So hit me up. Be here next Wednesday, because there isn't quite the hard this Wednesday. And you can bug me Friday. Cindy knows she can ask me anything that she wants. There's things. Stay creatives. Everybody's being awesome. But till then, guys, you know what? I'm going to keep the last line because I think it's the most important. Never apologize for being awesome. Okay? See you Wednesday.